Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing another video on Apex once again. Today's video we're going to be covering another season review. So today we're going to be covering Season 12. So, Season 12 started on February 8th and lasted until May 10th. And it added in a few different things, such as Man Maggie, Olympus map update, the Kings Canyon secondary map, Stone Point as a tertiary map, and also the season quest as well. A little bit less this season, and you'll start to see a little bit of a pattern emerge in that we essentially get less and less each season from here onwards. But let's just see what actually gets added. We also get a Rebel Bikers theme for the Battle Pass and the Hemlock Burst AR for the reactor weapon, as well as the 3rd anniversary event, the Warriors event, and the Unshackled event as well. We also see a new limited time mode called Control, which I believe was added permanently back in Season 17 or maybe 16, when the full-on mode was added into the game, the mixtape mode. I think it was Season 17. But then we also got several changes to Olympus as well, so Phase Driver added to the south side of the map. So just more things to Olympus as well. And we also got a kinetic feeder hop-up. Overall, I think the changes to Olympus were alright, but it's once again just another like one area that actually got changed. Like obviously we have like the terminal area, and then we got the phase driver as well, but I would say like they're both kind of like the same area, like they very much lead into each other, you know. And it wasn't as if it like actually changed the entire map like previous updates, like Season 10, for example. Like a good chunk of the map actually changed with that update. With this one and even Season 9 as well for Olympus, they didn't really change much on the map, which I think is, I mean, some people might think that's good because obviously Olympus is very like iconic for map, and you don't want to change too much of it too quickly. I get that 100%. But at the same time, though, if you're just not going to change much, then it doesn't really feel like much of an update. So I definitely think there needs to be some things changed, but just not like one or maybe two areas changed. Maybe the areas around the map change. I like that a little bit more, to be honest. Anyway, let's just get into the actual stuff. So we have a few events here. Golden Week Unshackled Warriors, Back in Black, the Weapon Recolor Store, and the 3rd anniversary event. So quite a few events. It seems like we're definitely getting more events now, but obviously less actual content, which is definitely a pattern that has emerged. So let's watch the first trailer, which is the Judgment trailer, the story one.
Having done one of these since the 𝗙𝗂𝗁𝗀 ran things.
Hold up, bro. Name's Maggie. What's yours? Could you hurry up and kill me before I die of old age? Morning, fellas. Don't be nervous. It won't help.
Margaret 𝗂𝗄𝗁.
It's Mad Maggie. You put that on my grave.
You're charged with 27 counts of sedition, including 18 counts of inciting riots against the Syndicate Alliance of Free Worlds.
Do you think Salvo would riot if they were free?
9 counts of raiding Syndicate transport ships.
Ships that were transporting Salvonian supplies away from Salvonian mouths.
And of course, masterminding the cold-blooded attack on the Salvo Syndicate merger ceremony. What's your deluded self-justification for all that bloodshed, 𝗂𝗄𝗁?
Freedom. There's always a price.
Devastating, cowardly, and pointless. The treaty's signed. Salvo is a syndicate world now.
hero who killed Mad Maggie, eh? You?
Get back.
Ha! Mate, I've been ready to die for Salvo every day since I was 12.
Ready.
Mr. Silva says no.
I may be your judge and jury, but your old friends will be your executioners. You're heading to the Apex Games. The Outlands will watch you burn for your crimes.
Let's see him bloody try to kill me.
All right. So, once again, another kind of pretty cool trailer, but nothing really too, like, significant of a story, I would say. It definitely is one of them characters that, like, leads off the previous and just adds a little bit more to the storyline. So obviously she was sentenced to a trial because of all of the different arson attempts and everything that she had. And all the rebel behavior that she basically possesses. So she is basically just, yeah, a rebel warlord, which is, I mean, something different, We don't really have that, and I think a lot of people originally did not really like Mad Maggie, especially in game when she was quite annoying when announcing the ring flares over the announcement. I remember that was a big thing, is that like how annoying she was, and then everyone was worried with Maggie actually coming to the game that she might actually be really annoying to play as because of her voice, but actually it wasn't that bad when she got added. I don't really feel like anyone actually complained about that. And I actually feel like Maggie is probably one of the best personalities in the game, really, in my opinion. Even though, once again, she is absolutely fueled by, revenge of Eduardo, which we'll see very, very shortly in the launch trailer. And yes, it is another revenge story. I do think she has quite a good... essentially, the whole story arc of Eduardo in the past, like, how many seasons has emerged from her. So she has a very big role in the lore as well, but I do think she has a very good personality in this game, so that's really good when a character has that. Let's go to the launch trailer.
𝗦𝘂𝗯𝘀𝗰𝗿, you are hereby sentenced to death by combat.
They're gonna eat you alive, Salvo scum.
Salvo's ours now.
It's Maggie. We're gonna shoot her, right?
I should thank you, my dear. Every story needs a villain.
You won't be thanking me when I smash your faces!
Magnifico. Playing your role to perfection. What you done, sister?
or not, we're in it together.
Just stay out of my way.
Unbloody believable. Hey, Max. Truce?
Not everyone changes sides as easily as you, Wally.
So, you gonna tell us your evil plan?
It wasn't me.
Papá, ¿qué está haciendo?
I don't know. But if it's a villain he wants, I ain't gonna disappoint.
All right. So in terms of like, you know, Mad Maggie and the story and everything, like it's all right. You know, it's an all right launch trailer. It definitely got me quite hyped up to basically just see how like Mad Maggie's abilities would work, especially when we just got a few glimpses, you know, the riot drill and whatnot, through the wall, and also the wrecking ball as well. So it's cool that launcher because it gives you a little bit, like a little bit of what you need to know, for the game. But there's not really much to say really, to be honest, because um, I've already said everything that needs to be said. There's not really much else. I'll obviously cover Maggie's abilities when I go over Maggie's trailer, but let's just jump into the next one.
Thought you were supposed to be my executioner. I'm just getting started.
And so are we. Welcome to Control, an entirely new way to enjoy the Apex games. The rules are simple. 2 teams of 9 compete. Legends gain points for their team by controlling set locations. The team with the most points at the end of the match wins.
You lost. Take it.
The brainchild of beloved philanthropist and interstellar genius 𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏, this brand new mode gives the people what they want. A blood sport the whole family can enjoy.
Bloody dirtbags.
Cheer for your favorite legends as they battle for control of spectacular locations across the Outlands.
What can I say? I love what I do.
The longer they hold on, the more points they earn.
You better run from Gibraltar. Right,
Why should death be the end of the road? In Control, it's nothing more than a speed bump.
Watch out! Here I come, brother.
Get back in there, slugger.
Congrats, you bloody lations.
Whether you're discovering miracle cures
Let's have fun, friend.
or battling enemy legends, teamwork is imperative. With bigger teams than ever before,
Follow the tunnel.
the legends will have to find new ways to get the best out of their squad.
Incoming!
And if a legend's performance makes the fans happy, we'll make that legend happy with our all-new Ratings Leader title. Great job, Seer.
Exquisite.
Tune in this season to find out who will take control.
Victory is assured.
And now, let's extend a hearty welcome to your new legend.
I'm no legend. I'm a bloody warlord.
After a speedy and fair trial, war criminal Mad Maggie has been humanely sentenced to die in the Apex games. But Maggie is no easy prey. What she lacks in empathy and basic human decency, she makes up for in stubbornness and raw ferocity.
Who wants to die first?
And while her impotent rage is merely delaying the inevitable, it's sure to keep us all entertained.
I'll pop and I'll at least shoot the whole bloody lot of you. Fist elbow!
A dastardly sneak attack orchestrated by Mad Maggie has wreaked havoc on Olympus, teleporting objects and buildings across the city. Maggie's sabotage has upended the natural order. The legends will need to adapt quickly to their new surroundings to have any hope of surviving. Of course, there's more to life than just survival.
I know what I like, and I know how to get it.
That's why our legends are able to express themselves to their heart's content.
This outfit could use some high-caliber accessories.
Thanks to bold new leadership, the Apex Games are going to be more exciting than ever. We guarantee madness will take control.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Charged and ready.
Who's ready to pull some G's? It's showtime. Fly. Fight. Win.
Marvelous.
What can I say?
I'm here to break the game.
Here comes a little old school.
The hunt begins. This mask has seen life through death. With each victory, I rise to a new army. And with that, blessed is your departure. For Arthur.
So yeah, this was definitely a very, very mixed feelings trailer, in my opinion. Obviously I've already went over my opinions on the new map update. I think just the same as a lot of the other trailers, and a lot of the other map updates that we have gotten, where they basically just update one area. It's just not really, like, you don't feel like it's a new map update, you just feel like it's a town takeover, really. It's not really much of something significant. So I've already went over that. One thing that I do think is pretty good about this trailer is the announcer definitely does make it feel as if Maggie's a bad guy, even though in a way in the lore she isn't. Eduardo's the bad guy, and everyone eventually comes to realise that. But then I don't really remember the lore reflecting that, and there being any significance of it. Eduardo just died, and then everything just continued as it was. There was no actual backlash to that. But anyway, that's a different point, though. But a really big thing for me, though, is the very end right there. It was essentially 3 different trailers chopped up together into one. And one of them was the event trailer at the end, where we see the Bloodhound skin. And that's when we start seeing prestige skins. And this is really where we'll really see that the shift in Apex 3 years in at this point, where there is a shift, clearly, between going and primarily trying to innovate and driving new ways to improve the game and add new content, to now, right, okay, we're not going to do that anymore. We are going to specifically try to add new ways and innovate monetization. Fucking hell. Can't say that word. And that's through prestige skins, and that was the first way of heirlooms progressing from what they were before. Because we used to just have heirlooms, and that was it. And now we have prestige skins, and then we got heirloom recolors, and then we got universal heirlooms, and you know, it's getting to a point now where there's so many different ways you can spend heirloom shards that now people don't care about heirlooms, because why would you? You know, there's going to be another one the next season anyway. Like, why not just wait until you get the specific character's heirloom that you want to get? Like, why do you feel any need to get the one that's just came out? Because there's going to be another chance later down the line for you to get one. So I honestly feel like it's just a massive cash grab as well, because there are a very, like, 0.1% of the player base pool that would get every single heirloom that comes to the game, and I feel like they are only targeting them people from this point onwards, because of all these new heirlooms that come out. I understand 100% that you're trying to market your game, essentially, but you're doing it wrong. I think personally you're doing it wrong, because if you look at a lot of other games like Call of Duty, Overwatch, they do monetization a little bit differently, where they do have things like this, like the really big features like the heirlooms and whatnot, but you have to kind of, you feel a sense of ownership over it. When I get an heirloom for, say, Bangalore or whatever, I can only use it for Bangalore. That's why they added the universal heirlooms. Completely get that. 100% get that. But then you have to get exotic shards. And to get exotic shards, they cost a fucking bomb to get. And it's like, you're paying so much money for just something that you're going to be able to hold, for pictures on the screen, essentially. And I know people are going to say, like, oh, well, you don't have to get it and all that stuff. But it's like, that's the problem, is that that's the content that we get in the game. Is, as you see on the trailer, this is the new season, guys. Look at what we've got added to the game. A new prestige skin. Well, you don't have to get it. Like, of course you don't have to get it. But if they're marketing it as new content, but then it's like a 500 quid, price tag attached to it, it's not new content. I'm sorry. And whoever says that it is just outright lying. Because 99% of people are not going to be able to use that new content. That's why I don't think it's a great idea including things like that in the trailers, unless it is like, the actual event trailer. This is just the season trailer. There should be a separate trailer for the event to actually have things like that included. But even then, it's so expensive. I get it. It's like very exclusive rewards. But then when you look at other games don't have the price tag that high for certain things like, reactive like skins that like go up with, like, you have like 3 different versions. Fortnite has a fucking shit ton. Practically almost every single one of their skins are like that, where you have multiple versions and you have to level the skins up to get the highest version. And it's like, that is what we have as like a premium. So it's like, it does show that the disassociation with other games, and it just doesn't make sense. So yeah, it was a very bad time, I think, right now for marketing and the Switch right now. So yeah, I wasn't too happy with it. But let's go on to the next trailer and let's look at Mad Maggie herself.
A cutthroat warlord and self-proclaimed freedom fighter, Mad Maggie's punishment for her vicious attacks across the Outlands has landed her in the Apex Games.
Syndicate's gonna regret letting Mad Maggie off her leash.
Now, will she face justice, or will Maggie turn the tables on her would-be executioners?
You know what they say? Mess with the bull and I'll trample you to death.
When there's blood in the water, Maggie will sense it. She's able to track down those she's hurt to finish the job.
Salvo says kia ora, by the way.
And don't bother trying to run. Maggie moves faster when carrying a shotgun, allowing her to close the distance on any fleeing opponents.
What are you legends made of? Emotions?
Those who try to hide behind cover will soon discover nowhere is safe. Maggie's riot drill allows her to burn out her enemies.
Killing and drilling.
But nothing embodies Maggie's love of wanton destruction like her ultimate.
Get the hell out of her way.
A powerful wrecking ball that leaves death and speed boosts in its wake.
One day Salvo will be free, and the next day, the Syndicate will be dead.
Be wary, Legends. The most feared villain in the Outlands is at your door. You must band together to control this madness, or she's sure to bring the games down around her. The Apex Games, brought to you by the Syndicate and 𝗙𝗲 Pharmaceuticals.
I know what I came for.
Have you said your goodbyes?
backed against the ring. And Death smiles at you. Smile back. And show them what kind of legend you are with the Defiance Battle Pass. Seer raises the stakes in his legendary ace's high skin.
Do not fear.
While Loba makes her own rules in her legendary outfit, breaking the law.
All this for me?
Complete their looks by unlocking sets of matching items and trackers. Their competition looks as fierce as they do. Ash, Crypto, and Lifeline all have full sets that showcase their new epic skins, loaded with cosmetics. Master the Defiance Battle Pass and unlock the Gentleman Baller and Scream Machine reactive hemlocks. Survive the pandemonium to earn a new music pack, loading screens, emotes, banners, and gun charms.
It's go time!
I'll be damned all the way to hell and back before the likes of you kills the likes of me.
When the madness descends, keep your chin up and your sights high.
I'm here for one thing.
Be the last one standing proud with the Defiance Battle Pass.
Alright. So, in terms of Mad Maggie's abilities and the Battle Pass as well, the Battle Pass was alright from what I can remember. And to be honest, I think Season 12 was one of my most played seasons, but it wasn't for any reason other than just a lot of people were playing the game at the time. So it was one of my most played. And I also was trying to grind out a lot of characters, trying to get them all to 1,000 kills and whatnot. So it was like a fun season, but it wasn't because of anything that was in the season, you know? It was just because I was playing the game loads. And I'm pretty sure it was probably around the time of, like, the summertime, where I probably had a lot more time on my hands. So, realistically, it wasn't anything in the game that actually made that a thing. As for the Battle Pass, though, I think it was alright. And Mad Maggie's abilities, she released quite balanced. So it's a good thing long term, but short term, when you actually want a new character to be released, you want them to be OP. You don't want them to release just kind of mediocre, because then like people are going to play them and be like, well, I could have just played Pathfinder and I would have had a more fun time. And so that's the kind of problem there. I don't believe she was very good on drop, Mad Maggie. Because I believe even her wrecking ball didn't go that far. It was like, I think it was like 70 meters or something. And obviously then they doubled the distance. How many, I think it was a season later or something, like maybe 2 seasons later. And so it's like, you know, they obviously released these characters very balanced, and then they buff them the hell up later, which is just, it's not good. And then I think we need play testers. I remember the play testers for Apex did get sacked not that long ago, really. And it's like, we really need play testers, because like these things, if you're releasing a season and the character is not good, that just ruins the whole season. I'm sorry, but it just does. Obviously now we don't even get characters, so it doesn't even ruin the seasons. The seasons are ruined to begin with, I think. I think if you're going to have an Apex Legends type of game where the main focus is the legends, or the weapons, for that matter, you need legends and weapons to be added, in my opinion. Now we didn't actually get any weapon, obviously. That's not that's not going to become any sort of, random sort of, reoccurrence or whatever. Like, it's going to happen quite a lot. I'm going to say that quite a lot, because we don't get the next weapon until season 16. So, it's going to be, I'm going to say that quite a lot. But yeah, honestly, like, Mad Maggie was, in general, just a bit mediocre. I think overall this season was just a bit mediocre. This might be the first time in a while where I've kind of went, yeah, I don't really think there was anything in this season that really caught my eye. Mainly because, at least with like season 11, we got arenas, and that was like a big portion of that season was like, yeah, this is arenas, have fun on arenas, we'll update arenas, we'll put our heart and soul into arenas, here's some new maps on arenas. There's also a map update alongside, even though the map update's pretty bad and it's not really like that good, but here's a new weapon, here's a new character. You know, like, there's a lot there, and even then, that was still like an 8 I gave it. So if I'm giving that an 8, I have to give this, like, I would say like a 7, or maybe a 6.5. Pretty low score. Maybe the lowest I've gave so far. I think Season 1 was a 6, I think. I'm pretty sure I gave Season 1 a 6. This is definitely better than Season 1, because Season 1 was obviously just so rushed that we couldn't really do much. So the fact that like this is getting close to Season 1 terms, that's pretty bad. But I did enjoy this season mainly because I was grinding out kills. But in terms of just like content, there wasn't really much. Like there was a few events. We had Mad Maggie, an alright map update. I mean, no one really asked for it. No one really goes to them locations anyway. And it's like, can anyone really remember Season 12 that fondly? Like, I don't really remember it too much. Nothing really much like happened in the season, so that's why I'm gonna give it a 7. We'll give it a 7. Give a little bit of room between Season 1 and this one for any seasons that really did disappoint. But I'm going to give it a 7 overall for a season. That might just be me biased because I played it a lot. But really nothing really much happened, really. So, yeah, a little bit disappointed. But, yeah. Anyway, that is my review of Season 12. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.